Hey folks, happy April. Got a quick video for you. I wanted to highlight something that was a recent acquisition for me. This is a product called H2Go. It is a water filter that basically uses electrolysis to turn salt water into chlorine, sodium chlorinate or whatever. I forget exactly what it's called. I'm no scientist. Long story short, Bobby Spags recently did a video on does your plan for SHTF suck? And I had a couple other things that I wanted to add to his list that I felt were pretty important. Water filtration, water management in general, in for preparedness-minded folks and for in a disaster situation is going to be paramount. But one thing I feel like a lot of preppers and people in general overlook is that filtration and water management to clean water. Water filters are unbiased. They filter everything. And so I wanted to showcase this product real quick, but before I do that, I want to mention that don't forget to stock up on electrolytes, electrolyte powders, and that sort of thing, because water is critical for hydration. However, I don't think enough emphasis is put on what filtration actually removes. It removes all the bad stuff, but it also removes all the good stuff too and leaves you with just the liquid. It's important to put back the minerals and things that our muscles and our bodies need in order to function correctly. Hydration is more than just consuming significant amounts of water. It is about the trace minerals and things that are required for hydration. If you've ever slept in a cold tent, slept in a cold hammock, or just in the woods in general, or even inside when your electricity is not working in wintertime and you shiver all night long, you will wake up with severe muscle cramps to the point that you likely cannot walk in the morning. I know this from firsthand experience, so I wanted to just tack on to what he was saying and also just mention, don't forget to put back electrolytes as part of your preps. I'll link to his video in the description, and I'll put a card. I'll attach a card to this video as well, just for point of reference, so you can go back and watch this stuff. But I wanted to add my 2 cents on this as well for water management in particular, as this is something that has been affecting me a lot more lately, and I felt it was an important subject. So don't forget electrolytes. The next thing I want to show real quick is just this product called H2Go Global, or from a company called H2Go Global. You can pick it up online at Aqua Research. I believe it's .com. Again, I'll put a link to in the description to this product. But this is a water purifier device that basically comes as a full kit and allows you to disinfect water with chlorine. And you can make chlorine with the salt water in particular. So it comes with this little bottle that you basically fill to this line right here with salt water, or with salt, and then you fill the rest of it with water. And there's tons of videos on this online, so I'm not going to be too in-depth, but at least not for this. But basically, this creates a saltwater solution that then you put into this reservoir right here. And what that'll do is you'll specify what volume you're going to be purifying. So from 1 liter up to 20 liters. And then from there, you put this in there, you hold down the button, and it basically uses electrolysis to create chlorine. And then that goes into whatever water container you have where your water is. Naturally, you'd want to use something like a millbank bag, so I keep a millbank bag with this kit in order to pre-filter the water, and then I'll use this chlorine creation tool basically to disinfect it, to make it safe for drinking. And this works really well for non-permissive environments or other areas where boiling is just not an option. The other thing that's really cool about this is on the top of this device, you basically have 2 reservoirs here for salt. And I use Himalayan rock salt. I find that I think it has the best, keeps the best trace minerals and other things. But again, you're turning salt water into chlorine, so the type of salt is less important. Even on their website, Aqua Research and H2Go Global basically state that, you know, the salt, the type of salt, even ionized salt, doesn't really matter. But I think that for me personally, this is what I prefer, so this is what I did. I just used some Himalayan rock salt that I had. And it's got 2, like I said, 2 reservoirs here. I believe that these will fill this container up to this line once or twice. But you know, as you can see, I've got a full bottle here. So I've got this plus 2 more in reserve for me to, you know, treat water. And the other cool thing about this is that it is either USB-C powered, so it comes with a USB-C cable, and a charging brick that even has the international plug adapter. So if you're overseas or whatever, in addition to being in the States, you have both options for plugging in the device. But more than that, it's solar powered, so you can use this basically anywhere. And it's got a 10-year battery in it. I forget the number of cycles that it'll handle. I think it's either 500 or 5,000. I don't remember exactly, but they proclaim this is basically a 10-year battery based on the number of charge cycles that it has. So you can keep this in reserve, and basically this can be your kind of backup emergency water disinfection solution for the long haul. And I think this is probably better than, and I have them as well, the Sawyer mini filters, and you know, other filtration options like the Millbank bag and other stuff. But this is an added step that allows you to disinfect without the use of fire for boiling. That's effective or useful in environments where it's too hot, or non-permissive environments where you can't really use a fire or make a fire to give away your position. You know, whatever it is, this is a good solution for that. So if you pre-filter first with something like a Millbank bag, and then you use this to disinfect, you don't have to stop. You can keep going, and you treat this as if you would any other thing like aqua tabs or you know, that type solution to basically disinfect the water. And then another cool thing that it comes with is the chlorine test strips. So you can see, if you choose to keep these with you, you can see just how chlorinated the water is, and to make sure that it is actually safe to drink. They sell these strips with the kit, and then everything basically comes in this mesh bag, so you have the ability to kind of keep it together, keep it clean, and all that stuff. So great solution, highly recommend it. Wanted to just share that with you real quick. Recommend you know, keeping something like this, as this will go a lot further and a lot longer than your normal, you know, backwoods bushcrafter prepper type filtration devices. So this is a good option to keep with you in backup. It's not that heavy, it's not that big, it packs down pretty small, and you can keep everything kind of together in a singular kit for your water management system. There's even space in here that you could throw in a Sawyer, so that you've got that as well. Wrap this up in a Millbank bag and take it with you as your water management kit. Pick up a couple of these as well for, you know, to put with your preps, and then you've got some additional water management solutions with you too. That's it right there. And again, don't forget electrolytes. These are critical. It's important to, and the brand doesn't matter. Pick your poison, pick whatever flavor you like, pick whatever brand you like. The main thing is you want to make sure that you have something to put back the electrolytes in the water that you're filtering out. And it's important to have the magnesium, the sodium, the potassium, and the calcium. These are core ingredients that we filter out when we use a water filtration system. So please don't forget to put these back as well. These are going to be critical for your preps. If you, like I was saying at the beginning, if you've ever been out in the woods, or, you know, had a cold night's sleep and you ended up shivering all night, gone on a long hike, exerted yourself physically, you're going to know that you're going to know what it's like to have a severe cramp. And while the rules of 3 apply, you know, and you can go 3 days without water or whatever, you're going to be hurting pretty bad in a very short amount of time if you're not putting these trace minerals back in your body along with the hydration. This is what makes the lubrication of water function correctly in your body. So don't neglect the electrolytes. Pick up some of these bigger bottles. I don't like things like Liquid IV and other stuff like that. I use them, I have them, but they're individual plastic wrap packages. They're not going to work for a long term. You want something that is a container like this that has the desiccant packs in it, basically the dry packs to keep everything dry, and has a, you know, a measured approach for applying or for adding as much of this to water as you need to. So just a recommendation. Hope y'all have a blessed day. Stay safe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.